Greetings, gals and girls. This is going to be a video for the Facebook page and my personal YouTube, Honest Tool Reviews. So you're going to see this in a number of places. And while you're seeing this in a number of places, just want you to keep a couple of things in mind. My YouTube channel is not going to be my business YouTube. It's just going to help. I'm hoping to educate some people on things as well as advertise my stuff. It helps me, which helps the channel, helps us, helps my household. I don't mean for this to be offensive to people far, far away if they don't want to see an advertisement, because this is not a big corporation. This is me, just me, trying to help people and help myself. So I am running what is currently known as North Carolina Motorbikes. The name is a work in progress, but at the moment Facebook won't let me change it. And I wanted to show you my experience with bikes and what we do here. This is a Skylark electric bicycle. What is an electric bicycle? Good question. Well, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Well, the Skylark is a special electric bicycle because the electric bicycle has electric headlights, a battery, geared motor, internal wheel hub on the front and the back. And what those are is those are motors that drive for you. For you. Yes, for you. On the Skylark, you have a charging system that I put in this box I've mounted. You have a key. By putting the key in, the switch lights up. You have pedal assist and you have just straight drive. With pedal assist on, you pedal and it starts up and makes your pedaling easier. With pedal assist off, just straight throttle, should be able to pick the motor up off the ground. Hopefully y'all saw the wheels. I may need to sit it down to show you the power that's coming out of this little thing. For someone my size, about 200 pounds, it has a range of about 6 miles. 6 miles? Yeah, 6 miles. Pedal assist is better, but just riding it driving you, 6 miles. It'll run for 6 miles straight all by itself without you pedaling. You can buy additional batteries and expand your range if you stop to, change them out. I added the box, the waterproof ammo box, to just kind of, be able to carry things. At the moment, it's currently full with the charging system that you would leave at your home. The charging system is about $500 by itself. Wonder what's going on with my hair right there. Anyway, so this little bike can hold an adult, and it folds up for easy portable, easy portation. So let's see that. Take down the seat like that. Take down this like this. Lift it up like this to break it in half. Now you have a handle on the seat. Use the handle to move like this. While it's turned, there's a lever here. You rotate this piece blocking the lever, pull the lever down. The handle comes down. You can now grab the back, the handle. To throw it in the back of a car, you just pick it up, put it where you want to put it. Of course, it goes together the same way. Pull it up, push the lever down, back again, lock the lever, grab the seat and lift it, swing it back around, lock in place, put the bolt back where it should be, locking it safely together with that lever there on the seat. And you're back to where you were. Now, gonna turn the key to turn it off, make sure it's not on. Put it in the storage case and just slide this out of the way. Because now we're on to my second bike. Second bike is a V2100 mountain bike, otherwise known as Genesis. The lighting isn't the best, and I apologize. It's a lime green on metallic gray. There is no motor. There's a full suspension system here. Front suspension, rear suspension. You've got a mixture of disc brakes, almost like a car with a caliper, and brake shoes. You got like the best of both worlds. Plenty of gears. And this is a aging bike, but it is still by far the most fun bike I have ever had to pedal. It is a little dirty right now, simply because I have been riding it. But as much as I love riding bikes and going down mountain trails and slopes, I do have to admit, I've had car problems. I've fallen into a bit of a hobby, and I've been looking to expand. This is what I call the Beach Bum. Now, let's take a couple look at its features, because the Beach Bum is technically a Kent Bayside geared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's a 7-gear cassette on a beach cruiser. And I have modified it to have an aftermarket exhaust on a 100cc bicycle motor. Got a nice, pretty black cover for a portion of the motor. Got a pretty black cover on the back side as well. Aftermarket chain tensioner to hold the chains, because there is two. You can pedal this bike or you can run the motor. The motor comes with a gas tank that I have decided the theme of this bike should be freedom. Why freedom? Because freedom is a free tank of gas or a full tank of gas, sometimes both. You'll get a full tank of gas for free with a purchase of one of my bikes. Not these bikes. I'll build you one. These are mine. Why are they mine? Kind of attached to them. But anyway, so with that freedom available and that full tank of gas, I've got a nice rear view mirror. Got your both brakes on one side and the gearing system. I've got the clutch, throttle, kill switch. I've got two headlights. Phone mount. Two headlights for, plenty of safety. I even have some more ammo boxes on a cart, well, a bicycle rack. I can put a to-go bag, a lunch box, or whatever when I'm headed to work. So I do have a regular job, store things in it. Typically I have a thing of gas in here. Oh yeah, yep. Just a couple of bottles that I've wrapped with some aftermarket HVAC tape just to kind of help keep the heat off of them. Yep, still full of two-cycle gas because that's what it runs. This bike, as is, no filter on the carburetor and all of that. I can get between 35 and 40 miles an hour out of it, and it's, you know, it's got its charm. There's this tape right here is just for heat shielding. It's protecting the gas line, and in future models and future renditions, I may come up with a prettier way to handle that. But at the moment, it's a very utilitarian approach, and it being my first bike, I did it the way I could think of. Been spending my money on this project, been putting my time into this, been putting my heart and soul into it, and this bike has been wonderful. Moving on, I have a second bike here. It is a Kent Ridgeline. It has the 700cc wheels, and I named this thing Laffy Taffy. Why did I name it Laffy Taffy? Well, because if you buy a candy box of Laffy Taffy candies, you'll get these kind of colors, and it's got its own little hippie spaceman theme. And I've got to have a mirror. I've got the clutch on the left side with both brakes. See, both brakes on this one. So I've got three handles. I can brake, brake, clutch, clutch, brake. I just have the throttle on this side and the kill switch. Been kind of trying to figure out where the perfect place for these parts are. But of course, if someone was to purchase a bike, I'm going to ask them where do they want them. But for me, this one is different from that one, and it comes with the purpose of I'm experimenting, and I experiment with my bikes. That way I don't have to experiment with yours. I'm getting a little knowledge here and there, and slowly learning. This bike shows some improvement because I have a minimalist headlight design. Just the one. Pretty bright, pretty noticeable. But it also comes with a minimalist taillight design. Kind of hidden behind the back tire. Still very seeable in the middle of the night. You wouldn't even know it was there unless you looked for it. This bike also has a black plate, more or less to match the black down here and the black up here. I choose not to paint the motors because that makes them hold heat. But the panels can be black. I added a Ruger sticker because, you know, I am a firearm enthusiast and I refuse to change myself just because I'm running a tiny business here. I have a different aftermarket chain tensioner, which I think has been phenomenal. It has gave me no trouble. I have no fears, no questions about it. It just simply works. I get on this bike and go. That chain tensioner is ready to tension the chain. So I've been very happy with that. No problems out of this bike whatsoever, really. But my greatest achievement has been the last two. One is already in the hands of the owner. I work with him. He's a co-worker, so I'm not gonna put his name out there. It's probably just better that way, especially because I haven't asked him for permission. But there was two bikes, and if you've been following North Carolina Motorbikes, the Facebook page, you'll see that a certain someone purchased two of this bike. This is a Kent Fixie Kent Fixie bike. That means that the rear wheel has a fixed sprocket on one side and a free spinning wheel sprocket on the other side. Now the sprocket, the fixed gear sprocket, does have to be deleted in order to run the bike. You can't fit the chain on that sprocket, the chain in question for the motor, so the sprocket has to come off. But with that modification, you get the big chain on this side, the little chain on this side, so you can pedal, but you don't have to. You get a 100cc motor with a nice clean engine, stock high performance carburetor. I went ahead and put some red fuel line on here to kind of go with the carb and the color of the tires. It also matches the one wire in the entire system up here that can be seen. So spark plug wire, carburetor, tires, fuel line, all kind of matches. I kind of wanted to get it a red seat, but gotta leave that up to the owner. Whoever purchases this bike will be able to decide if they want a red seat. Got red brakes on it and a little bit of red on the clutch. So a red seat I feel like would really go. I would even paint the gas tank a little red just to give it a little extra red. But it's not my bike. It says Vitesse. I guess that's the brand of the seat itself, just advertising, because it's a Kent 700. But looks pretty good. Got the whole white and black thing going, and the red's just kind of splashed on there. And quite frankly, this has been a very good performing bike. It has cranked good. It has ran good. I'm very happy with it. The only problem I'm having is that the person who was purchasing it is having some financial issues and can't purchase it right now, and they already have a running driving bike. So they said, well, I'll buy another bike when I can. If you've already sold it, you've already sold it. I'll buy a new one, another one. These bikes can come and go. You can get one special ordered. You can find one at Walmart. I can put a motor on most anything with this space. As long as it has this space, I can put a motor on it. And if I can put a motor on it, and you need a motor put on, sounds like we have a deal. So, contact me through Facebook or YouTube if you're interested in a bike like this or a bike like this, because I can do both models. I can do 21 speeds road bikes. I can do classic beach bikes. That is no problem whatsoever. I cannot at the moment put a motor in a suspension bike like this because this is in the way. But there are some projects in the work to mount a motor on the side of the back tire. If that becomes a thing, I will let you know. And I do have one more bike. It's not mine. It's a project I'm working on for my fiance. And as much as I like it, as much as I'm proud of it, it's not finished yet. But I don't see any harm in letting you see it. Keep in mind it is an unfinished project. But I will just let y'all sit down. I will pull the bike out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. To the best of my knowledge, I'm the only person showing a step-through bike on their YouTube channel that has a motor mounted and ready to go. This motor with this kind of custom rigamajig mounting device is mounted through the frame to the back, and it has the full 100cc bike kit. Got all of the required things, but with no top rail, so therefore the gas tank could not be mounted there. At the moment, I have relocated the gas tank through and to the back. Again, this is part of the work in progress because I'm looking to make this prettier and mounted better. So I refuse to let her or anyone ride one like this until I've figured out exactly what I'm going to do with that. I have the chain guard tensioner right here. And here's one of those terrible stock chain guards, chain tensioners, that fall off. And the chain's kind of sitting on there wrong. But other than that, it's a beautiful bike. Absolutely beautiful. And because it's so beautiful, I hate to just dispatch it. I will make this work. And when I make this work, these bikes will become available for purchase, just like this. They will have a couple of different things. I'll figure out what to do with the fuel tank, and I will figure out what to do with the chain. But once I do, everything will be running perfectly. I hate to just scrap the project. It is a Zuka City Style step-through bike by Sedona, or maybe it's a Sedona by Zuka. A truly gorgeous bike. Got nice brown accent on the seat. So I left the original handle on this side to go with the seat. Unfinished project, yes, but a beautiful one. Let me know what you think. Comment below. If you like, feel free to subscribe on YouTube for my honest tool reviews or these bikes. If you have any interests in a bike for you or someone that you know that needs transportation to work, needs transportation back and forth to the gas station, needs transportation back and forth to friends and family, these are wonderful ideas. None of them have failed me yet. This one's just never taken off. Got to figure out what to do about it. And I'm going to approach that in a professional, kind, caring, and safe manner. So something like this is not going to be available until I've worked the kinks out. But other bikes like the beach bikes and the street bikes and mountain bikes will all be available. I do not make or sell electric bikes, but that is something I will be considering for the future. And I am willing to work with and communicate with anyone about whatever they would like purchased. Just remember that because it's just me with no real income on this project and for this business adventure, I'm going to need money up front to start your builds, and that's unavoidable. But once I have the money, I will eat any losses and finish the project for you. I will not say yes to the project if I can't do it. So feel pretty safe making that statement. And I ride these bikes with no helmet, full speed, no gloves, no safety equipment except for my glasses. I trust them with my life, and I will be riding and breaking in your bikes, trusting them with my life. And that means I can give you the promise that when I hand it to you, at the moment that I hand it to you, it is riding safely as it can, and it is riding as well as it can. So hopefully me and you can make a deal. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe if you don't want to, but feel free to do so. Stay safe out there.